Hey, it's Aran here. In this tech tutorial, I have a question from one of my members where she wanted to know how to set up in Searchie.io being able to create a section that has handouts or PDFs with brief descriptions and a section with bonus lessons and videos. I'm going to show you how to set up a Searchie hub and create those types of sections. Now, I'm going to pretend that you don't have any hub created at all, so you're kind of starting from scratch, and I'll show you how to do that. So when you are in Searchie, you basically want to click on hubs, and then you can start from scratch or look at any of these templates. Now, if you're on the lower plane, you don't have access to these particular templates. So I'm going to show you, pretend that you're on the lowest plane. Now, don't click on start from scratch. That is not where you want to go. You want to click on see all templates right here, and then you will see a whole bunch of examples here on the left you can filter. What I suggest is you simply scroll all the way to the very bottom where all these templates are hidden. Now, these particular templates, there's a few of them here. There is personal brand, there is membership site, there is starter course, there is digital course, coaching, and so on. Now, what I suggest is you hover over and click on preview for these to actually see what it looks like. And then you would pick the ones that you specifically like depending on what you want to do. In this particular case, I'm going to basically just choose the digital course just to make things simple for the purpose of this particular tutorial, because the actual content that she's asking is creating a section for PDF handouts and a section for bonus lessons and videos. So now that I'm actually choosing the correct template, or the correct template that have been created, I'm going to give it a name. So let's say I'm going to call this my membership area or something like that, depending on what the name is. And then you'll be able to see here a couple of things. First of all, you want to click on this button right here, which is going to say whether it's going to be public or it's going to be private. Public means anybody could see it. Private means your members are only able to see it. So you want to click on that first. Now, I'm going to do a different tutorial on manage audience, and that's going to basically show you how to do the different permissions. That's a very smart way that they've got it set up in Searchie. If you want a tutorial on that specific point, leave a comment below with the word audience, and I will make sure I'll record a tutorial on that. For the sake of demonstration of what we're doing here, I'm now going to click on customize. Once you're here, it's going to go to the editor. Now, in the editor, you'll see that there's already a few sections created and based on playlist. Now, in the case of the question here, when it says a section with bonus lessons and videos, I recommend you use a playlist. And you could see here, playlist title. You can click on this section right here, and then you're going to click on add content. Then you're going to click on create playlist, and you will see that you can actually create a specific playlist. Now, let me just have a look at different options here. Import from library. If you already have a library, i.e. you already have a playlist, that is actually a better way to do it. So what you want to do is you want to pick an existing playlist you have, which is going to be called bonus videos, right? So let's just pretend that one of these is a bonus videos, and I'm going to pick this one, which this one is a specific section on virtual assistants. I'm going to click on import selected. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to click on add selected. Now you will see here on this section where it's actually going to show this bonus thing. Now here you can change this text. Click right here and change the name to bonus videos. Here you can also add a description. So let's say this bonus section is given to those who paid in full. Let's just say you have a bonus section specifically, and then you can again customize in this section the audience aspect. Again, if you want me to do a tutorial on the audience aspect and how to set up permissions intelligently, leave a comment below with the word audience. Okay, now this is where you would create a section specifically for bonus videos. Now, let's just say you want to do a section for PDF handouts. What I would recommend is you would simply click on the plus button, and then you can choose if you want to do 2 sections, 3 sections, 4 sections. Let's just say you have 4 PDF resources. You're going to click on 4 sections, and then you're going to have the 4 columns. Then you're going to click on the column, you're going to click on element, you're going to give it a paragraph, and you're going to say what the resource is going to be. And you're going to say this resource is XYZ and say what the resource is. Now, once you're here, you can, let's say, do 2 things. You can click like this, and you can say download here, and then you're going to highlight. You're going to click on this link, and then you will paste a Google Drive or some sort of a PDF that you have embedded on your WordPress site or something along these lines. That's option number one. I'm going to show you option number two, and this option is a much better option. So what you want to do, option number two, is you simply choose a button, which is a better option, and then what you want to do is you can click here on URL where you're going to link to an external source. Now this external source, unfortunately with PDFs of Searchie, you have to host it elsewhere. You could use Google Drive, you can use Dropbox. If you've got a WordPress site or you have a System.io site, you can actually list it on a specific PDF because that's where they are hosted. Then you would link the PDF right here, and then make sure it says open in a new tab, and that's how you would click on the resource. So you click here, download this PDF resource, and I'm going to show you an example of a PDF. I'm just going to pick one just for the sake of demonstration. And here's an example of my media kit, which happens to be hosted on Kajabi. This is just a PDF. So now I'm going to link it right here, and then it's going to open in a new tab. So I'm going to say download my media kit. Click on save changes, and then change the title here as well. Like I can change the text here, so it will say something else. If you want to work with me and get me on a podcast or do a YouTube video together, this is my media kit to learn more. So then you would do something like that, and then you can continue to then add more content depending on what it is that you're doing. Now notice the hierarchy here. You've got, this is a column section, so this is the individual sections. So if you click here, you will scroll to the top, and this is a section. Click on back to home, and you'll see each individual section. Now what you can do also is you can actually label these sections specifically. So let's say this section is, you see this section has the 4 columns. So it will be smart for you to actually label this, for example, resources. That way you can actually tell what is what. Now if I was to click to home, let's say, and then this one is my bonus videos. Again, I would label this bonus videos as an example. Click on this check mark, go back, and then you'll see here in much greater ease what's what. It's not just going to say feature section like generically, but you can actually choose what's what. Okay, and then you can add more paragraphs, more sections as you see fit. But the main thing that you need to be aware of when you're adding these resources right here, you're going to need to host a PDF elsewhere. Before you go, I am actually recording this video right now, about 2 months since I recorded the video you just saw. And there's a little hack on how you can actually add PDF content to an existing video in your Searchie, so it's actually all hosted within Searchie, not outside of Searchie. And I want to show you how to do it. It's a little bit different to what you just saw, and I think it's important you actually see it. So I'm going to share my screen, and you can see, let's just pretend that this is the video that I want to include the PDF for. So when you click on this button or this page, what you want to do is you can see right here attachments. Now what that means is you can add an attachment like a PDF or a text file or JPEG or whatever, and you can add it to a specific video or a specific playlist, but you cannot have a standalone PDF as its own button. If you're gonna do a PDF resource in your Searchie hub, then you're gonna need to host it outside of Searchie. But if you're gonna have a bonus resource as part of a video, you can follow what I just showed you. So you click on attachment, and you can then click on upload, and then in here you would search for whatever the PDF document is. Let's just say this one or whatever, right? And then you could just pick it. Here you go. I'm gonna click on upload, and now that will now be included as part of this attachment of this specific video or this specific playlist. Once it's been uploaded, you'll see successfully uploaded, and then it will be right here. And if you have a bunch of resources, you can also change the sequence basically. So I'm just going to upload another just for the sake of demonstration. Click on upload. I'm going to go here. I'm going to add this. Click on that. That's a PNG file that I'm uploading. You can see it's been uploaded successfully. And if I want to change the sequence, I just move it this way and so on. Okay, so that's an option. And if I want to delete it, I simply delete it. So that's just a little bit of insights for you on how to do that, because that means that you don't have to host your PDF outside of Searchie. The other thing you can do is you can actually label this as well. So we're going to call this, for example, bonus resource, like this. Click on the check mark, and that's that. Okay, attachment successfully saved, and now you can actually share this and use this as part of the video or as part of your hub. Last thing I wanted to share is that let's just say you are using this video and you are simply embedding it on your WordPress site or your System.io site. Like in my case, I actually just use Searchie primarily for video hosting. When I embed the video, the attachment will still not be visible. So the attachment will only be visible if you're using Searchie as the actual hub. So that's another little nuance you need to be aware of, and I wanted to share that with you. But that's about it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want another tutorial on Searchie, just leave a comment if you're interested in that. And if you want to learn more about my tech support membership, you can go to aran.link/DCT to learn more about my tech support membership, and how I help people with under 24-hour tech support whenever they have questions on their different software they're using. In this case, it was a Searchie question. Thanks all for watching. I'll speak to you soon.